they create or something like that.
There was another question in here about add-on progress. Could you tell us what progress of the add-ons is? I apologize that this is taking a while is the answer. Since there have been a lot of discussions about the DPS meters, we have been putting it aside. We had been working on add-ons originally with the goal of implementing it half a year after launch of A Realm Reborn. However, wow, that...
Wow. Oh, come on.
However, we were looking at features that would not create any inequalities between PC and PlayStation users, and one of the reasons that we are behind on this is due to lack of room to do certain things on the PlayStation.
PlayStation 4 limitations!
Oh, my God.
Fuck off. Not just that, what this is saying to me is that we're not getting a back end. Add-ons are things that they want to. Fucking Square Enix, let the players do your job for you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Seriously.
just make a fucking back end, and then the amount of add-ons going to come out will fucking explode your brain.
This is retarded.
They're saying that because PS4 users exist, we don't want PC users to have an unfair advantage.
Well,
that's what they're saying. Yeah.
Too fucking bad. I mean, that's the problem. Then if you take that stance, then you can't reasonably enforce any third-party programs that are used to play your game.
And you are 100% now limiting your game.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
You have just put shackles on what your game can accomplish.
Yeah.
PC people are under attack.
Wow, this is one of the worst things that I've ever heard.
Yes,
this just fucks me off more than anything else.
That statement is very, very disappointing.
It what, Kala?
Very disappointing.
I said it fucks me off.
Fucks you off?
Fucks you off.
Sorry, it's a English term.
That's no, It really, it's really disappointing to hear this.
Understatement, Aniro.
Because it really is. I mean, they've got to, you know what? If it really is on PlayStation's hardware or the ability to put software on their network, because I mean we were told that we were supposed to be getting some kind of mod support for Fallout 4. That hasn't materialized yet. Maybe it is more difficult on a console. Maybe the console makers are making it more difficult.
Well, that was supposed to be coming in April, so I don't think that they've pushed that back at all. But
for PC.
Yeah,
but not for consoles.
Oh, there's no clear day on when consoles one's supposed to come?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There was, because they made a big deal around Fallout 4 was that you're going to have mods on consoles,
right?
And it was the first time that was ever going to be done, and Bethesda was going to clear the way for this to happen. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you're right. It does sound like Square Enix wants to publish these add-ons themselves and make it something that you have to not buy, but you have to
go through them to get
initiate through the game. Yeah, there's I think Elder Scrolls Online does that, and it's a terrible system. It's a terrible system. Just make an API and allow PC users to have mods, period. If console users don't like it,
they can play on PC.
Exactly.
Still butthurt.
And you know what? This just makes me not even want it on Xbox.
Because this is not exclusive information that PC users can't or won't share with the rest of their party, or can't or won't share with PS4 users. This is not some proprietary information that we're running on our computer so that only we can see it.
But
this is information that you want to share with your party, especially if someone is underperforming.
Yes. To play the devil's advocate, though, there are certain things. For example, World of Warcraft, probably one of its most famous add-ons is Deadly Boss Mods, which basically telegrams everything a fight is going to do. If there's an AoE coming in, it's going to let you know. If there's a phase change, it's letting you know. Right? Most raiding raids back when I played required you to have Deadly Boss Mods. If you didn't, you didn't get in. So this could start to segregate PC users from PlayStation users, depending on what kind of add-on came out.
That exact straw man was erected when we had hunts and when we were dealing with the guild work issue. It is a non-starter. It is a non-starter. There is no raid group that is going to make hardline requirements, and if they are, they're a dick raid group.
Yeah, especially because the way that these fights are so scripted that it's just as easy to just memorize them.
Exactly.
And you really won't need that add-on at all.
You think.
No, I maybe for progression or world first thing, but dude, outside of that, I do not see it.
You don't know the power of the DBM.
I don't see it. Because you don't need it in most practical applications. You do need it when you're on the bleeding edge of trying to progress on endgame. And the thing is that more casual or mid-core raiders would benefit from having this tool in a way that is sanctioned and controlled by Square Enix.
I do agree.
As opposed to having to
I do agree that the benefits would outweigh the cons, but if Square Enix has showed us anything, it's that they're going to cater to the downtrodden minority.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
There are so many fights in World of Warcraft where I don't know what the hell's going on, but when I hear, "Run away, little girl,"
you know to run away.
I know I need to move. And just because of that, like,
sickness must be purged. Do you know to move then? I mean, no, because it just happens at random times during the fight. It's not an actual cue that a move is coming. I mean,
it is.
Is it?
With deadly boss mods, it is.
Run away, little girl is programmed in, so if there's a thing
I
to run
see.
away, it shouts to
I see.
everyone.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Like,
That
it
just
lowers the skill level so dramatically.
Considerably.
No, it definitely does. Like, I can tell you the fact that, like, even back during Coil, and I'd hear other people's ACTs going, like, dive bombs. And I feel like the fact that I, like, learned how it went myself made myself a better player, and I'm actually glad that I never gave in.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Nico.
Totally.
But there are not a lot of people like you.
But that's a totally different conversation. That's a different conversation than Square Enix not giving us the tools to be able to utilize.
That's true. That's true. Because they could just straight up say DBM. No, that's a no-go. Because there was actually an offshoot. Some people had made another one. I forget what it was called, but would actually allow you to draw on your screen to be like, here's a safe zone. Here's a safe zone. Go here. Like not just markers, but actually drawing on it. And Blizzard was like, all right, that's a little bit too far.
And this actually is a really great point, because that is the advantage of having your own API and being able to enforce it. Right now, they have no good way to enforce any of this stuff, because in order to tell what you're running, they've got to sniff your computer. You know, like, and I mean, clearly they have the ability to do that. Clearly they have the ability to log a whole bunch of shit over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems it seems like they're really painting themselves into a corner by saying no, you can't use this, but saying it in a way that's completely unenforceable, and also at the same time going, yeah, but you kind of need it.
Oh, God, they've shot their game in the leg so hard.
It hurts. It hurts
make
sometimes.
The API, Square Enix.
Really, yeah.
Please.
That's dumb. Anyway, there.